I'm trying to get pregnant. What do we need to do? What's up, friends and family? Oh, my camera's crooked. Hold on. Okay, much better. Today I'm coming at you with a video because we are starting IVF. So, hold on. Let me put my glasses on because I feel like I look tired and I don't like it. So, we're starting IVF and I keep saying me and my husband, but let me talk about me. I have so many emotions wrapped around the idea of having to start fertility treatments. For me, it's been a long time coming. We got married in 2016 and we at first were like, okay, we both wanted kids. So we're like, if we get pregnant, great. If we don't, then that's also okay. We just weren't preventing. So we just were going on about life and we weren't taking birth control. We weren't using condoms. It was just like, if it happens, it happens. So we did that for like about a year, a little over a year, and we still didn't get pregnant. And finally I was like, well, dang, I kind of want to have a kid. Like, let's start trying. And so I bought ovulation predictor kits and I was using those consistently. And I learned that I am ovulating, which was a plus. I ovulate right around the same time every month. And we were having very scheduled sex. It was like, honey, it's time. And so that was fun. It just took the romance completely out of everything. It took the fun out of it. And we were both just over it at one point. Just like, what the heck? We did that for a good 9 months and still had no success, even though we were having sex on the days where I was supposed to be ovulating. And here is an example of how I tracked my ovulation. I would take ovulation predictor kits multiple times each day, and then I would just write down the time, like 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 8 p.m., and then I would also write the time that we had sex. And I would do that every single day to try to figure out exactly when my ovulation was happening. And if you could see here, these lines are really dark. This was supposed to be the day. That indicates that when you have two dark lines, that indicates that your ovulation is very, very near and you want to be having sex. So, hence the timed intercourse right here. And then I also went ahead and did it the next day just to be safe because my lines were still dark. And then the lines will start to fade. And then after the ovulation has happened, you probably want to take a pregnancy test, which I did. And it was always negative. So that was fun. And that's it. These predictor kits, they basically tell you, they look like a pregnancy test a little bit, but they basically tell you, okay, within the next 12 to 24 hours, you will ovulate. And basically, you want to have sex so that the sperm is inside of you, and when an egg is released during your ovulation, the sperm can then meet the egg, and then you can create an embryo, and hopefully the embryo attaches to your uterus. That's the understanding that I have of it. Don't quote me, Google it. That didn't work for us, even though we were having sex on the days when I ovulated. After we did that for a while and we still had no success, I then was like, okay, let's go see a doctor. So I got an appointment with my OB, and she ran a fertility workup on me, which basically I did a bunch of blood work. I did this test called an HSG, which it was absolutely terrible, and I hope I never have to do that again. They basically shoot fluid into your fallopian tube just to make sure that they are free flowing, and when your egg is released, that it's being released and can flow to your uterus, or that the sperm can, I don't know the technicality, but basically you want your fallopian tubes to be free flowing so that either the egg can come through or the sperm can come up. I don't know, but that's what you want. You want free flowing fallopian tubes, and that's what this test is used to determine. After I did my HSG, they told me that my fallopian tubes were free flowing, but one of them had what's called hydrosalpinx, which is when a liquid goes through the fallopian tube and it potentially can end your pregnancy. That's the best way that I can describe it. We ended up moving to Northern California. Just due to the move, I started a new job. We put everything fertility-wise on hold for at least 9 months. In about January of 2020 is when we kind of started getting our wheels going again, and I really wanted to start figuring out what we were going to do. So I found a doctor here in Northern California. My doctor basically suggested that I find a fertility specialist. I had a friend who had gone through IVF in the past. She recommended a fertility doctor that she went through to me, and so I hit the doctor up like, hey, I'm trying to get pregnant. What do we need to do? She was super sweet. She gave me a lot of very, very good information. She explained to me the different type of supplements that I needed to be taking, the kind of diet that I needed to be on, the certain things that I needed to stay away from. So I started just kind of implementing those things. I loaded up on a ton of vitamins and supplements. I started taking a prenatal and all these other vitamins. So now here we are, and I have finally scheduled my first IVF consult, which means that this is getting real. We are starting the process. Next week, actually, I have my first phone consult, and I'd imagine I'd have to do blood work soon after that, just to get some answers about like really where we are, what our treatment plan is gonna be, and how we move forward from here. So that is super, super exciting. I just feel like we're one step closer to the goal, which is to get pregnant and have us a baby. And I'm just really excited to document this and have you guys come along the way with us. And I was really hesitant to document this and be open about it because I was a little bit worried about like, what are people gonna think and how are people gonna react? And I know there's some people that are like, well, why are you gonna put your business on the internet? And I'm just like, because it's my business. Duh. For real, like, I had to really get outside of myself because it really doesn't matter what other people think. I want to document this journey because this journey is special to me. Like, this isn't the path that I would have chosen for myself, but nonetheless, this is my path. This is the way that God has chosen for me to go. And I know everybody's journey to becoming a mother and having babies is different. It's taken me a while to just be okay with my journey and to just accept it for what it is. And I want to be able to look back at this time and just be able to see where I started, where God brought me from, and where He's taken me to. And that's why documenting this is super important for me, and it means a lot to me to be able to share with my friends and family and even people who I don't know who are out there dealing with infertility. Unfortunately, a lot of women go through fertility issues alone and in the dark because it's this taboo thing that nobody talks about. And there's a lot of people who are struggling with this. For me, I want to be able to help women and help people, even if it's just one person who sees this video and they're like, dang, like I'm going through that too. And just letting people know like you're not broken because you're having a hard time conceiving, or maybe you can't conceive. You're not broken and you're not less of a woman, and understanding that God has a purpose for all of us. It doesn't have to look like everybody else's. We don't have to compare our story to anybody else's because our story is our own and it's special. So I am going to be documenting my journey through IVF, and I am so excited. I am excited to show y'all my appointments and just how this whole thing works. So So be ready for that because it's coming. I'll update you guys next week after I talk to my doctor and find out what's next in the process. So if you want to come along with me on this journey, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, and I will be coming at y'all with more videos, so stay tuned.